What's going on YouTube? It's Chris here from Friendly Frenzy Games, and today I'm going to show you how to unlock the Master of Rapiers achievement and trophy in Crimson Desert for completing all 5 Rapier Mastery Challenges. Before we start, I've grouped the challenges as best I could by the location of the sealed artifacts to save you some time from having to backtrack to the different areas of the map. With that in mind though, if you are still relatively early into your playthrough, many of these locations might be challenging, so use caution if you are choosing to track these challenges down, especially in the higher level areas. Also, specifically for this trophy and achievement, you are going to need to have Damien unlocked and playable, since she is the only character that can equip rapier weapons. Let's first start close to home with Dancing Blade Shining Shield 1 in Southern Hernand. Head to this shrine along the path in the Witchwoods region, slightly south of Meshley Trapsmith, to collect this Sealed Abyss artifact. For this challenge, you'll need to defeat 5 enemies with a rapier within 60 seconds. Luckily, this challenge is very easy to complete. Literally, all you need to do is fast travel to a blockaded area of low-level, lightly armored enemies, and you can spam even a level 1 smiting bolt by pressing right trigger or R2 for high damage output. Now, as long as you kill 5 enemies within a minute, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the Dancing Blade Shining Shield 1 challenge. Next, moving east to the Golden Plains region of Eastern Demonis, we have Dancing Blade Shining Shield 2. Head to this shrine along the path slightly northeast of Sun Harvest Farm to collect this Sealed Abyss artifact. For this challenge, you'll need to stab 10 enemies with a rapier without taking damage. The skill that you're going to need is called Piercing Light, and it has the same controls as a regular stab, which is pressing right bumper and Y, or R1 and triangle together at the same time. Also, this strikes multiple times, which is a huge benefit over the original stab. Then, travel to a blockaded area and take your time attacking single melee enemies to mitigate the likelihood of getting surrounded or hit by projectiles. After you've landed your 10th strike with Piercing Light, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the Dancing Blade Shining Shield 2 challenge. Now, staying in the Golden Plains region of Eastern Demonis, we move slightly more east for Dancing Blade Shining Shield 5. Head to this shrine along the path slightly southwest of the Spire of Clockwork to collect the Sealed Abyss artifact. For this challenge, you'll need to hit 9 enemies within 15 seconds using Shield Toss. I would highly recommend leveling the Shield Toss skill to level 3 so that the attack bounces off of enemies up to 7 times with each cast, but it's definitely not necessary. Then all you need to do is travel to a blockaded area and find a tight grouping of enemies, then click in on the right stick or press R3 to throw your shield into them. As long as you hit at least 9 enemies with your shield this way within 15 seconds, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the Dancing Blade Shining Shield 5 challenge. Staying in Demonis but moving far south this time is where you'll find Dancing Blade Shining Shield 3. Head to this shrine along the path slightly southwest of Shipwreck Shore Wreckage to collect the Sealed Abyss artifact. For this challenge, you'll need to hit a prone enemy 5 times with a rapier. You can complete this very easily simply by spamming even a level 1 smiting bolt on unarmored, unshielded enemies at a blockaded area. The initial attack will knock them down into a prone position, where you can then follow it up with another smiting bolt to hit them while they're down, or even finish them off with a light strike finisher if you're close enough to them. After you've hit your 5th enemy while they lay prone, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the Dancing Blade Shining Shield 3 challenge. Lastly now, we'll move far east into the southwestern corner of Delecia to find the last challenge in the Rapier Mastery Challenge set, Dancing Blade Shining Shield 4. Head to this shrine along the path in the Three Brothers Cliff region, slightly northwest of Fort Windridge, to collect the Sealed Abyss artifact. Now for this challenge, you're going to need to defeat 3 enemies at once from over 10 meters away. Then I would highly recommend leveling Smiting Bolt in the skill tree to level 3, since level 2 unlocks multiple beams on a follow-up attack, and level 3 ensures that the attack doesn't miss. Then travel to a blockaded area with low-level, lightly armored enemies and look for a very tight grouping of enemies. Now this is likely going to take a few attempts to get a feel of the distance and even how to aim this attack, but honestly just spamming right trigger or R2 on clumps of enemies from as far away as possible will eventually net you this challenge. after you've defeated 3 enemies at once from a distance of at least 10 meters, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the challenge and ultimately obtain the Master of Rapiers trophy and achievement. Now that's it for this video. I hope that it was able to help you. If it did, give it a like and drop a comment. While you're here, consider subscribing to Friendly Frenzy Games for many more Crimson Desert guides just like this one.